And coming to you live once again, it's your boy Wex breaking the Lawson for another AEW Dynamite review. But before I get into that, I just want to make a quick little announcement. Revive Pro Wrestling returns to the Stables Event Center March 13th, Saturday, for the Fighting Spirit Tournament. It's a benefit for the family of the late Tommy Lee Davis. We got a 6 p.m. bell time. Tickets are $10. Kids are free. We're going to have social distancing, mask, all that CDC regulated bullshit. You should come on down there and have a good time. For more information on the tournament and all the competitors, follow Revive Pro Wrestling on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you know, all the goddamn shit. Do it. And also, a brand new episode of Kayfabe Comparisons this Saturday, as usual, when we took the classic WCW Super Brawl Revenge 2001 from Nashville, Tennessee, classic pay-per-view, going up against TNA Against All Odds 2011. You know, them TNA shows a little bit wild sometimes, but it's a good one. Go check that out. Without further ado, let's get to that motherfucking review! Alright, the first matchup of the night was one they've been advertising for a few weeks now. We got Shaquille O'Neal and Jade Cargill taking on the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, and Red Velvet. And for a celebrity match and a person I've never seen wrestle before, they did pretty damn good, I'm not gonna lie. I've seen some celebrity bullshit before, and I've seen some people who are hyped up, who are rooks, who go out there and stink it up. And I mean, she didn't put on a goddamn 5-star match or anything, but better than I would have done, or better than I've seen some people. And shit, I mean, she did pretty damn good. And Red Velvet, I've seen her wrestle many times, and she was no slouch herself. She was out there killing it too, really helping Jade Cargill, the obvious rookie, go through the match, and it was fucking great. They put on a good show. And Shaq, of all people, fucking took a table bump through 2 tables from Cody. He had a nice power bomb with a tribute to Brody Lee, and after he went through the table with Cody, he sold it like he was fucking dead, just all... Thought it was great. Shaq put on a good show. He was wrestling in the classic Shaq Gnosises, and I looked it up, and it was the Hot One special edition, so I see a little cross promotion, you know. Jade Cargill got the win with this sick-looking, big lift-up face-buster move. I thought they did a pretty good job. And up next, Rey Fenix and Pac. I think it's Pac at this point officially, accent or not, everyone's just gonna call him Pac. So Rey Fenix and Pac did short work of John Schuler and some other guy, some jobber, basically. They whooped their ass, they got no offense in. We got a couple big hype moves, the tightrope kick, walk, kick to the head thing. We got a 450 splash. We got all the high spots, all the highlights. They did short work of them to kind of hype them up as a tag team that's going to be entering the Tag Team Battle Royale coming up as the opener of AEW Revolution this Sunday. Up next, we got a pretty hype segment, pretty fiery segment. It was the Inner Circle press conference, and MJF and Chris Jericho were out there, you know, answering questions and whatnot. And Jericho started talking, referencing the many great tag team partners he's had, such as Paul White and Dwayne Johnson, which I don't really remember him tag teaming with The Rock, but he said that he did, so we're just going to use the name because it gets some pop, you know, the Dwayne Johnson shit. We got a nice appearance from Conrad Thompson from all the great podcasts that he's a part of, and MJF called him turkey tits, which I audibly popped for by myself in my house. And we even got a good old Eric Bischoff appearance in this too, you know, pissing Jericho off like he always likes to do. Then the Young Bucks came out right after that, and they were fucking fired up, and they cut a really sick-ass promo about how Papa Buck is the badass motherfucking dad. He's the best dad of all time. He built us a ring with his bare hands. Without old Papa Buck, there would be no AEW. And without AEW, Chris Jericho, you would be jerking the curtain down at the Performance Center. And I also popped for that one too. You know, when they got to get the little WWE jab in there. But it was a funny one. It worked for the story. I loved it. Fuck. God damn it, son of a bitch. The Bucks were pissed off, the brawl ensued, the Good Brothers came out with the assist, they set up some tables and put Santana and Ortiz through the tables, an elbow from Matt Jackson off the stage, and a dive from Nick Jackson from the top, and it was fucking sick. A nice way to hype up the tag team match that had not very many weeks of build, but the few weeks of build they had really got me engaged, really got me hyped in for this match. And I got a bold prediction here. The Tag Team Battle Royale is going to be won by Proud and Powerful, Santana and Ortiz, and the match against the Young Bucks and Chris Jericho and MJF is going to be won by Chris Jericho and MJF, so then they're going to have to defend the titles against the Inner Circle, which is going to cause even more dissension. I could be wrong, but it could be a bold prediction. You heard it first.
You know, I'm like Nostradamus out here, motherfucker!
And next up, we got a nice little promo package hyping up the exploding barbed wire death match between Jon Moxley and the AEW World Champion, Kenny Omega. And it was pretty sick. It actually had an appearance from Atsushi Onita, classic Japanese exploding barbed wire deathmatch legend. He pretty much, I don't know if he invented it, but he goddamn pioneered it if he didn't invent it. I hope I said his name right, but if I didn't, it's because I'm a white American and I tried my best. I tried. Next up, another very hype match that they've been basically hyping up and promoting for weeks now. The Jurassic Express versus FTR and Tully Blanchard making his return to the ring after goddamn, they said over 30 years. 1989, even though I'm sure he wrestled somewhere in between there, but they said for a national promotion, which I get, but it was really sick. He came out wearing the classic NWA US Championship. FTR had on the classic NWA Tag Team belts. It was a really cool nostalgia pop, and they came out being accompanied to the ring by none other than James J. Dillon himself. JJ Dillon got that Horseman vibes going hard on this one. I mean, how can you not get rock hard for the Horseman? Shit. This is a very fun matchup, solid matchup at that. We got some nice double team work from FTR and from Jurassic Express. Tully Blanchard got some nice moves in there too. He actually did this suicide dive fake out where he kind of just started strutting. I thought was pretty sick. He even hit the slingshot suplex on your boy Marco Stunt, which it was obvious he'd be the easiest person to do it on because he weighs probably about as much as me. Nothing. A really nice double team Frankensteiner into like a body slam, world's strongest slam type move. I don't know if that's what they intended, but it looked really cool. I enjoyed that one. And we even got a classic JJ Dillon shoe spot. Like, holy shit, did you ever think on the same episode of Dynamite you would see Atsushi Onita, JJ Dillon, Conrad Thompson, and Eric Bischoff? I fucking didn't. Anyway, Sean Spears was disguised as a cameraman in the crowd, got the cheap shot assist for the win. FTR picks up the victory, and then he goes in the ring and celebrates, and they got a little Four Horsemen moment going on there, and Arn Anderson even comes out in the tunnel and goes, looking all like, oh, I wish I could be out there with you boys, but I'm working with the American Nightmare and I can't do nothing. But yeah. Up next, we got Big Show, aka Paul White, aka No More BS, as you can see on his new t-shirt, with Tony Schiavone announcing he's going to be the new announcer on AEW Dark Elevation, the new show with Tony Schiavone. I guess it's going to be their third show. I'm interested to see what that's going to be about. And he also wanted to let him know he's going to take his commentary job serious, and he's got a big scoop. The biggest scoop ever, that they're going to be signing a Hall of Fame worthy talent this Sunday at AEW Revolution, and I don't know who it could be, and it's not going to be the sixth man that's going to be in the ladder match. So who the fuck could it be? A Hall of Fame worthy talent? CM Punk? I don't know. I mean, like, the way he's hyping it up, him, Brock Lesnar, I mean, it's gotta be someone really, really fucking big for them to hype it up like that. And if it's not, they're just gonna disappoint and piss everybody off. And I know AEW doesn't like disappointing the fans. Ah, fuck. Dude, tag team wrestling Japanese style keeps getting fucked up. Just the game, not like in real life. And speaking of Japanese wrestling, we got Ryo Mizunami, not Riho, Ryo, R-Y-O, going up against Nia Jax. And I don't ever really remember seeing her wrestle, but apparently she wrestled at Double or Nothing, the first AEW pay-per-view event. Which I don't remember that, but whatever. But I really like what she was doing here. She was serious, but still had like the funny antics and was doing all the crazy shit. And she basically had to hit like 3 guillotine leg drops to finally get the win on Nyla Rose, which I did not want to see Nyla Rose in the championship picture again. She was in it for like the whole first 2 years, ready to see some new faces. And then Hikaru Shida came in the ring to give her the trophy to celebrate, and she went for the handshake. And they just started beating the fuck out of each other, and I guess it was just like, alright, we're gonna fucking get down like that. Let's beat the fuck out of each other, Japanese style. That's what they like to do in Japan, just fucking beat the shit out of each other. I mean, literally, I love the videos where Japanese fans will pay the wrestlers to just like chop the fuck out of them. It's great, they love it. Alright, this next segment is gonna be weird. Next up, we got Tony Schiavone again, and Sting in the ring yet again for like the 5th week in a row, hyping up this street fight match that's gonna happen. Ricky Starks come out, he starts talking shit, blah 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 blah. They do the same routine where some person comes to save the next person, Darby Allin, Sting. I'm just ready for this goddamn match. Last week I was a little hyped. This week it's just, really the same old shit over and over again. A powerbomb attempt, Scorpion Deathlock. He really did beat Ricky Starks out of his clothes, which was kind of funny. His shoes and his shirt came off. But besides that, like, this match better deliver. I've heard it's going to be a cinematic style match. It will help Sting not get fucked up as bad, but Darby Allin will hopefully take a brunt of the beating, which is definitely going to happen because it's Darby Allin. That's what he does. He takes a beating. But I'm interested to see what's going to happen at the match Sunday, so hopefully it'll be pretty cool. Looking forward to the actual match itself. Next, we have Platinum Max Caster going up against the Dark Order's number 10 for a spot in the AEW Face of the Revolution ladder match. The winner of that match gets a shot at Darby Allin's TNT Championship. And this match really wasn't that exciting because we had all this other crazy shit going on. It wasn't a bad match per se. It just wasn't really as hype as the rest of the show. But long story short, Max Caster came to the ring talking shit, had some funny lines, you know, rapping like he normally does. Matt Hardy, as you know, last week has pissed off the Dark Order and vows to fuck up every member of the Dark Order. So he hired Jack Evans to hide under the ring, blast number 10 with the boombox to the head. Max Caster picks up the win, and he is now the 4th competitor, including Scorpio Sky, Penta El Zero M, the American Nightmare Cody, and Lance Archer in the match. And plus, so how many was that? Did I fuck that up? He won to get a spot in the Face of the Revolution ladder match coming up this Sunday at AEW Revolution. I think it's also got Scorpio Sky, Cody Rhodes, Lance Archer, Pentagon Jr., Penta El Zero M, whatever you want to call him, and the possible surprise entrant. I think I might have got him off. I missed it. Tell me in the comments where I fucked up. And the Dark Order boy getting fucked up led right into the next match of the Dark Order's John Silver teaming up with Hangman Adam Page, taking on Big Money Matt Hardy and Mark Quinn of Private Party. Oh, my pec's hard. I mean, this match was great. It was fun. I love to see Hangman Adam Page team with John Silver. John Silver was great, tossing people all over the place. He's small, but he's powerful. JR said something really funny that I definitely made a note of. He says, "Look at those right hands. Those are illegal. Or should they be? What night is it?" He just definitely played up him being fucking old and senile, and I loved it, JR. Nice work there. We got a really sick sliced bread from John Silver for the near fall. Some really nice double team work from Hangman and John Silver. John Silver hit a sick ass fucking vertical brain buster. They did point out on commentary, when you're shorter you don't have as much to drop down, but still, it was powerful, it was hard, it was still a fucking brain buster. I'm trying to defend the short people here. We gotta stand strong. But of course, Matt Hardy tried to do his classic shit, go in there and steal the victory, but it didn't work this time. Then we got a nice Johnny Hungy double team with Hangman Adam Page for the buckshot lariat for the victory. Post-match, before Hangman could figure out what was going on, Matt Hardy attacked from behind, and then the Dark Order came out, and before you know it was a full-blown goddamn brawl.
The whole locker room was out there laying right hands, fucking people up, just fucking everybody.
Jesus!
And as Matt Hardy was exiting the tunnel, -1 standing there, and he starts yelling at him, and then -1 starts fucking screaming at him, and he sells it like he's fucking scared. I love that extra little bit. That was great. This week's episode of AEW Dynamite got me rock hard ready for the pay-per-view coming up this Sunday. I'm gonna crack a whole goddamn 6-pack open for this one. This is the first 6-pack episode ever, and it was a good one. And I'm really hyped for AEW Revolution this Sunday. And also, I just want to say I finally got to 100 subscribers on the channel, and I wanted to do something a little fun for 100 subscribers, so I'm going to put a little poll up. I've had some people nominate some songs, and I'm going to do a cover of a wrestling song that fans vote on, I guess. I'm going to go full gear. We're going to go all in with this motherfucker. So, like, share, subscribe.
We'll holler at you next time.